Hey everybody, we live.
Yes, hey there.
How y'all doing today?
Yeah, it's hot to me right this minute. I don't
Y'all,
know.
y'all grandma finally got hot.
Well, I cooked over there and my my clock's chirping.
I hear that. Q-Berry, you be careful. We appreciate you getting in here, but we had a storm a while ago and it was thundering real bad and raining, but it's calmed down now. We'll see what happens after the fact.
Tammy, you sure are low side of me.
I know I hadn't pulled my thing down. Is that better?
Yeah? Now
Okay. I just had my thing jacked up. I hadn't pulled it down yet. Ooh, but thank you for, hey Tiffany. But thank you for letting me know, and everybody else in there. There's a bunch of names in there already. Thank y'all.
let me get on my YouTube. I mean my tablet.
I see Pamela, Mama Tracy, Kaylee, Tiffany, Patricia, Sandra. Let's see, Q Berry, Donna, Angela, Brutally Honest.
Hello, everybody.
Hey.
Miss Brenda. Thank y'all for getting in here this afternoon. Now, it's been too hot to mess around outside today. I did go to town for a little while, but just too hot for outside.
Was that comment on today's video, Mom?
No, it was on Sunday night.
Well, I mean that matters. That matters.
Well, I didn't know it. I mean,
Hey, hey
I
Tammy.
mean, I'm
Hey,
looking at the
Wendy.
wrong video.
it don't matter no way. You know, Danny.
Hey, Cindy.
Hey y'all, I'm letting Tammy see all the comments. I'm looking for something.
She's trying to find our picture.
And I know it's on here because I haven't seen it. But I ain't found it yet.
You'll find it, Grandma. Just finish your video, Miss Helen.
Huh?
You should get some more pretty things.
Huh?
Mama Tracy says she just finished your video and you sure got some more pretty
Oh, I
things.
sure got. I thought she said I was gonna get.
Well, I read
Oh,
I
mercy.
read it wrong, Grandma.
No, you probably didn't read it wrong.
No, I did. I said get and it said got.
I did, and I got uh tangled up out there, and I could not get them together right then. They are so beautiful. They are the prettiest wind things. Oh,
Oh,
and all this kind of stuff. I'm just somebody suggested that I start putting some out there in that other rock garden because I got this one full.
you probably gonna have to.
But I'm looking at it right now, and it's so pretty.
But you'll figure it out.
Oh yeah, I figured out. I
But
never.
that's a good suggestion though.
Yes, it is. But I already got some more stuff out there, but I haven't put a lot more stuff out there yet. But I'm fixing to have to start. I think because I'm running out of room and I'm running out of hooks to hook them on.
That's right.
Oh gosh. Ooh.
That's about the way it is around here, Q-Berry. It'll be sunshine for a little bit, then it'd be dark clouds.
Well, when I was out there, it was clouds, and there was some dark clouds up under it, kind of dark looking, but not bad. But I
Yeah.
knew if that they could start. could be some rain pretty shortly. So I got off at 12 o'clock.
Yeah. Hey, Lynn Burns. Hey, Miss Betty. Hey, Missy. And anybody else I said hadn't said hey to. Hey, Windy City. No, Windy City, unfortunately, it did not. But he did everything he could for it. It just, those little preemies, they just don't seem to make it.
What? He didn't make it.
He didn't live through the night. No, ma'am.
Which one?
The one that was just born, that we got the milk for and was
Oh,
bottle feeding it.
well, I was just watching the video a while ago, and it was in the box, and it was all
Looked like
right.
it was doing pretty good. Yeah, it got better. But that was one of Luna's babies, and she had twins. She
Yeah.
had one of them that was kind of big, and it's doing great. But this one here, it was just a preemie, and it didn't make it.
The one you went over there and carried this morning and got the bottle and everything for?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Oh, when did I? Well, I just
Yeah,
watched the video where Stephen was messing with it, and
yeah.
That
Well,
was last night.
that was last. We did that video last night.
oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and he set up with it a good while, but it
Oh,
didn't make it.
oh, I
And
didn't know. I didn't know that was last night.
yeah, and we prayed, and he massaged, and he fed, and I fed it a good bit of milk, enough that it kept peeing all over Stephen. So, it just wasn't the Lord's will.
Well,
Yeah, when I went to town, I called him before I come home. I said, "Do I need to get that little baby bottle and that milk?" And he said, "No, Mama." I said, "Okay." Yeah, Cindy, he was cute, but it wasn't meant to be. And y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and say this so I can get it on out the way, and I can smile more. But y'all know my friend Angela Nugent that passed away, and Christina carried me to her funeral. Well, her grandmother Cheryl died today.
oh,
She had a heart attack and died. So y'all remember the Nugent family, because they going through it right now. Cheryl's
sure.
name was Schofield, but it was Angela's grandmother, Angela's daddy's mama. So y'all continue to remember that family.
They really are going through it. I mean, had she? You didn't know if she had any trouble before with that or anything.
No, well, Cheryl had been real sick for a long time. She couldn't even go to Angela's funeral.
Oh, I didn't
She had heart problems, and she wasn't able to go to Angela's funeral, but she sure died today, this morning.
That is really hard. I mean, for that family.
Yeah. Really hard for Tony, I'm pretty sure. That's what
Yeah.
Danny was saying a while ago, because it's Mama and one of his daughters.
Yeah, that's hard. Pretty hard.
And y'all, I needed to be in 3 places at the same time tonight at 7 o'clock, so I just decided to do my YouTube video. Ain't y'all proud of me?
I was thinking about going up there to see Randy, after the funeral.
Yeah.
Stay up there with him a little while, a day or two.
Well, he'd probably appreciate that. Yeah, they having my little nephew Colton's balloon release at 7 o'clock tonight up at the cemetery. Today made 2-year anniversary that he got killed. And then they having Brian, my engineer friend's visitation at the funeral home tonight. I decided not to go. I'll see how I feel in the morning, and I'll try to make the service. But it's local, so I can go by myself. But it's something all the time, Grandma.
It sure is.
You can't be in. What's the name of that movie, Danny? Was it Simplicity? Where that man cloned himself 5 times?
Done
Yeah.
what?
Simplicity was the name of it?
Multiplicity.
Moplicity. Oh, Danny said it was Moplicity. I needed to be cloned about 3 different times so I could be everywhere I needed to be.
Well, that don't do in real life.
It does on TV, Grandma. But he got in a mess. He started getting his situations mixed up. And I get my one situation mixed up with me just okay.
Yeah, in that movie, I told Daddy about that movie. But it's kind of something to think about, that he made a clone that cooks and that kind of hangs around with his wife. He made a clone that works for him. He had about 3 clones. And like what he was wanting to do was just go out on the ocean and be by himself and stuff. But he realized he was missing all the little league games, missing his wife, and missing everything.
Yeah. That's right.
What did he do?
The clones moved to Florida.
Oh.
And had a nice life, and he went back to his wife.
Yeah, he went back to doing like what he didn't really have time to do everything. That's what Tammy's talking about. Well, he made a clone of himself.
Hey, can y'all imagine me and Grandma being cloned? And
That ain't real life, Danny.
No, it's just a movie, but it's just kind of something to think about. Like, the clones was having a good time with his wife and with his youngest and all that. His clones was him.
Oh.
yeah.
But
It gives you something to think about, though. It makes you realize what all you're missing out on.
Yeah, it's just kind of something to think about, like when you leave and go hunting on Christmas morning and your youngest is at home and opening up Christmas presents and you missing it,
That's right.
And you never get that back.
Yeah.
I mean that's something you can't go back and redo that.
And the man was missing everything.
Yeah.
Because the clones, they was dealing with it,
Well,
they was having a good time at the soccer games and the recitals, going to the school plays and stuff. They was having a good time.
We used to have a good time doing all that, too.
Yeah, I don't see how we had time.
Y'all didn't miss it either.
We didn't. And we had the energy to go, and we both worked. I mean, it was amazing back then.
Yeah, I don't see how we had time to do all that.
Oh. Thank y'all for being sweet. I see y'all's sweet comments.
Yeah, we used to do that little league and all that. Hey, Betty. And Grandma used to go to, with us.
Yeah.
She sure did.
Tammy, you could hear her from one end of that whole field to the other, rooting for.
Guilty.
I'm telling you, there was 2 loud mouths down there, and one of them was
Janice Tyson.
Janice Tyson
and me.
Tammy. I mean, they could hear them. They could hear them to East Dublin, I imagine.
She was rooting for her son Joey, and I was rooting for my son Stephen. And I know everybody in the bleachers wish we'd just sat down and shut up, but it didn't happen.
What? You know the deal now, Grandma's.
Oh,
I don't see how we doing all that. You used to work 40 hours a week.
AT Sleepers and Selena.
I mean, I don't see how we got everything accomplished.
Donna, they gonna call me back Friday. So, thank you for asking. Yep, Janice was Michael's wife. That's right, Deborah. And Michael was Deborah's cousin. See, I told y'all Deborah was from around here. She was one of us.
Yeah, Deborah knew them good now.
Oh.
They might even been kin somehow.
Yeah. Well, she was kin to Michael Tyson. And Deborah was also kin to my stepmother, Miss Reba.
She was.
She sure was. Deborah used to be a Snow. Now, Deborah, I had to tell y'all how she was kin to her, but she was kin to her. Deborah used to go to those reunions. Didn't you, Deborah? Charmaine. I like that name.
I didn't know I was watching a video of yesterday when I was watching Stephen.
Yes, ma'am.
See, I don't know hardly nothing.
It's okay.
I thought it was today.
You know, he got 17,000 views on that video.
Oh, I sure did.
Hey, Miss Betty. And hey, everybody we hadn't said hey to.
He's gaining 500 subscribers a month.
Goodness.
Yeah, he is. He doing good with that. Reba was my first cousin. Yes, ma'am.
I haven't heard nothing about Michael since, since she passed away and he got married again.
Yeah. Well, I ran into him in the store, and
Oh, you did?
he's just Michael. He's just like I don't know anything about his new wife or anything, but
He was always nice as he could be.
yeah,
I mean, to me.
still was. And I tell you what, he stood by Janice too.
He helped with them children and grandchildren.
Ooh, boy, he
Did you
sure
hear
did.
the thunder and lightning a while ago, Mom?
Yes, I did. Gracious.
Finally did?
I was sitting here with the door open, and I heard it and I seen it.
Yeah, I run into Sierra every now and then. I've seen her, 3 or 4 times in the last couple of months. And I'll run into her at the store there on 29, and she'll have every one of them little kids just like doorsteps with her right behind her in that store. That's Janice's daughter. She got a bunch of children.
Yeah. How many she got?
She's got at least 5.
5.
Yes, ma'am. I know she's got 5. I don't know if she got over that, but I know she's got 5.
I don't know if I'd even know her if I saw her. Did she go to church?
No, ma'am, I don't think she goes anywhere right now.
Well, she didn't back then, neither did she, because I don't remember her.
She only visited a few times when we done stuff. She wasn't like a regular church goer, but Janice will bring those kids to church.
She sure did.
It would be a chore getting them 5 little rascals together, but they growing up now though.
Danny, you said you didn't see my videos this morning.
No, I mean, me and Tammy woke up with a headache this morning.
Yeah, that's right, Deborah. Deborah says Sierra had 4 boys and a baby girl.
Oh, gracious.
Yep.
And I've got to where I'm staying up late again, and Tammy too.
Mhm.
But we both woke up with the headache, and
Drank
What?
us some coffee and went back to sleep.
we both went back to sleep. We was up a little while and talking and stuff.
Indigestion, Grandma. Indigestion to give you the headache.
It will.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I don't reckon I ever had it.
Okay, Michelle. Thank you. We re-watch it later. Love you.
Yeah, that ain't something I have trouble with, but every now and then I will.
I don't guess I've ever had it. If I had it, I didn't know it.
Okay, Michelle. We sure will. We'll pray for the storm people.
It's kind of like when you burp in your throat. Some people's real proud that they're burping,
I know one.
but mine's
Don't
just
mind it.
you won't even hear me
Yeah.
do it.
Well,
Me either.
he's like me. He has to either burp or
I
die.
I don't do it. I don't ever do that.
That's good, Grandma.
Well, I don't know.
And I say I don't hardly ever do it neither, but sometimes I do.
Uh, I don't really know nothing about that. I was I was I was telling them today about a blessing I got yesterday. When I went to the post office and got my stuff, I decided to stop in the new store out here.
Right, the Dollar General Market.
Yes, I went in there and I could not believe that big old store and all the stuff they got in it.
I told you you'd like it.
I'm telling you, it was, well, I was going down the aisle. I didn't have a buggy. I was just walking and looking, kind of just seeing what all they had. And I bought some lunch meat and stuff. And uh, this woman come by. She had a little boy with her. Look, he might have been 3 years old. I guess he was three. I don't know. He wasn't very old. And he was sitting in the buggy. And when she passed by, he said, "Hey, hey," and I said, "Hey." And he went. She pushed on her buggy on down, and he kind of leaned out around her and was waving at me. And we went on. I went on walking past him again. He waved again and kept looking at me like, I mean, and looking around her. She was pushing the buggy, and he was leaned around her, looking back at me and waving. About 3 or 4 times I run up with him, and he done that. I could not believe it. I didn't know what that little boy was.
He probably recognized you.
How could he recognize me?
He might have seen your videos. His mama might have been watching them.
Well, I don't know unless that's it. I don't. I mean, I was going to ask his mama could I take a picture of him, but I didn't have my phone in there, and I didn't really think she probably would let me in. I was not really going to do it. It crossed my mind how he was doing. He just leaned out and
Yeah.
he was looking back and waving at me.
Well,
And
he thought he had seen you somewhere, or either he was inquisitive like you are, Grandma. He just couldn't say all that.
I just don't. But that blessed me because that little boy was so taken with me,
Yeah,
looking at me and waving and leaning out around. His mama was just pushing a buggy, and he was leaned out around her and
yeah.
looking at me back behind him. And
He
I,
thought he knew you.
I don't know what it was, but I know that it touched my heart that he done that. And you remember when I went in that grocery store in East Dublin, that boy that was in there with a caregiver put his hand up there like this at me, and I didn't really know what he was doing.
Yes, ma'am.
and that lady said he's wanting to give you a high five. And I said, "Oh," and I did that, and she was his caregiver, and things happened to me in the grocery store that just touches me
Yeah.
from
Cindy,
strangers, from
yeah,
strange people that don't know me.
yeah. Cindy, he didn't make it, Suge. Um,
I didn't know that.
yeah. Well, I didn't until this morning.
Well, I didn't know that video was a day old that I was looking at. I thought it was today.
Yeah.
That's how much I know. I saw you come in the door with him, and I thought it was today.
Yeah, that was just darling about that little boy, that story you just told. That was sweet.
It was. It was just unbelievable to me. The woman wasn't paying me no attention.
Yeah.
She spoke, but the little boy was the one that was really
He was
looking at me,
he
and
was fascinated or
he
infatuated, however you say it.
he was something because he was trying to see me, and she was just pushing the buggy, and he was leaning. He was in the little seat, and he was leaning out around her arm, looking at me back there, just walking slow, looking at everything. They had everything you can think of in that store.
Did
I'm
they have like a meat market?
they have a cooler with uh I didn't see any hamburger meat or any steaks or anything, but they have uh hams, and yeah, it was amazing to me. And I couldn't believe the store was that big. It was a giant store when you got inside.
Yeah, it's a big store. I knew
Yes,
that.
ma'am. I wrote it down, Tea Sleepers. I got Miss Deborah down.
I knew it was big, but I didn't know it was as big as it really was when you go in, and how much stuff they had
They
on.
probably about got about anything you want.
They have. They got everything you can think of in there. Gracious, I was in town, but I didn't want to go to the grocery store. I said, I'm just gonna go back out there and go in and look around. I needed some lunch meat or something to make a sandwich with because uh, I like to make a sandwich every now and then, and so I went in there and got me some deli ham and made me a sandwich.
I could have helped you with that, Grandma. I can make a sandwich.
I do
You
that
you
occasionally.
can too, Kate.
Yeah, I don't need any help doing that.
Okay. Just letting you know in case you do in the future, I can make a sandwich.
I like home cooking.
I know. I like your home cooking too.
I'm not no sandwich eater, but I will eat them sometime when I sit here and watch
Oh,
TV and I get hungry. I get tired of cooking a hamburger and you know.
Grandma had a ball at the market. Yeah, I'm sure she did.
I mean that's a nice
Uh-oh.
store.
Sorry, I yawned. I got me a little nap before time to go live, y'all. Oh, thank you, Mama Tracy.
Yeah, I'm glad they put that store there.
I am too.
Me, 3.
Uh, I I
Stephen, 4.
I have to go to the post office, and I have to go to that post office, and the grocery store is right there in that little shopping center. But I didn't. I wanted to go in that store and see what they had because I've heard people saying all kind of stuff about what they had and
Were there a
stuff.
bunch of people in there?
No, they wasn't a bunch of people, but they was constantly somebody coming in and going out. I I mean, you.
Hey, Debbie.
It's the most stuff I've ever seen in my life in a store. I mean, everything you can think of is in there.
These business people has figured out like you can put stores on the outskirts of town and do good. And there's a store in East Dublin. I reckon it's the dollar store. I don't know what the name of it is, but it's right there on the right.
Dollar General.
I don't know what the name of it is, but that's a good store. But I mean, it's like too cluttered, you know.
Yeah,
It's too
he's
hard.
talking about the Dollar General.
It's too cluttered and it's too hard to get in and out. When you
Yeah,
go in there, that highway is
yeah,
4 lane out there, and you can't hardly get out. You
Yeah,
have to go down the road and find a red light, and then turn around and come back. You can't.
yeah. It's it's
You can't
kind of
get
an
out.
inconvenience.
Yes, it is.
yeah. This
And they have stuff everywhere. You can't hardly walk in there.
Yeah, the new store Miss Helen's talking about is the Dollar General Market. They have Dollar General stores and then they have Dollar General markets. Well, this is a market like a small supermarket. It's great.
It sure is. It's got anything just about that you want. I didn't see any hamburger meat. Uh,
Stephen might already bought all it.
well, I don't think they had any. I don't know. I really,
I don't know, Grandma.
I don't think I looked at every single little thing because there's, I don't know how many aisles there was, but I went up and down a bunch of them, and I still don't think I went down all of them.
Hey, Seabreeze, how you doing?
Mom, I was in that store I was just telling you about, and there's two men in there got in a
Anna?
fight.
Got in a fight.
Yeah, I'm like down on the floor fight.
Oh, what for?
I don't know, but I was kind of nearby. I seen them. I went up there and grabbed one of them and pulled him off. They was fighting.
Danny,
They wasn't wrestling. They was fighting.
you don't need to be grabbing nobody. You need to get on out of there.
I done that many days.
Yeah, Thames, that butcher was Danny's uncle, Ray Hodges. He owned that Ray's Market. Used to be in East Dublin with the big red bull in front of it.
Dublin Packing Company was the name of it.
Well, that was a different one, Grandma.
Huh?
That was a different one. Ray's was called Ray's Market, where the big red bull sat out in front. Right there where urgent care is, or was.
That was the Dublin Packing Company. Wasn't it, Danny?
No, Timmy's right.
Well, where's Dublin Packing Company at?
It's uh, you just down there before you go in the courthouse. You know, Bud Brown and Ray own that together.
Well, that, yeah.
But then he moved to where
Oh,
urgent.
yeah. Well, I was told, I forgot about the other one. They moved to,
Yeah,
Yeah,
oh,
they
yeah.
split. Him and Bud Brown
Oh,
split
yeah.
up.
Yeah,
yeah.
I forgot. Well,
Well, that's okay.
I didn't remember.
I didn't know about the other one.
That's the one Danny's daddy worked at when. Or he worked at. Did he work at that other one too, Danny?
You know, he worked at the Dublin Packing cause
I know he worked at Dublin Packing, but I'm talking about that other place.
you talking about Ray's?
Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of would work there some, and they didn't get along too good. And I didn't never work at Ray's full time. You know, I worked at Jack's
It's
Market,
thundering again.
but on my day off, I would charge stuff during the week because me and Tammy didn't hardly make no money. And I would go up there and work on Monday to pay to help pay my bill,
What?
I would work on,
What you doing, Grandma?
I throwed something at the door so that squirrel would get out of here. I do
Oh.
that. Oh, Danny, go ahead.
Well, I mean,
Oh.
I just went up there and like worked and put it on my bill
Yes,
on
Danny
my
was a
day off.
butcher too.
I was off on Mondays. I'd go up there and work up there because, I mean, I knew how to do all that stuff.
I don't think I ever went in that other one. If I did, it wasn't. I don't think I ever went in there and bought nothing
At Jack's,
at that Rays up there at
you didn't ever go up there?
Oh, we
when they
did.
when they moved.
Danny, you see Joanne McCall's? You need to
Uh-uh.
look at her message.
Yeah, I did go up there one time. I
Read
think.
it to me, Tim.
It says, Danny, I looked at you on YouTube making your antenna. You was talking to a news guy on one of them. I couldn't believe you had on regular clothes. You clean up nice, but you look nice anyway.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a TV show.
Oh.
Oh,
TV
that,
channel in Dublin
that's a TV channel,
station.
Thank you,
and
Joanne, for
they
answering
was
that.
they wanted to promote me because I could put people up an antenna that would pick up their station.
Yeah, there was
And
a lot of people couldn't see them because you had to have a special antenna.
yeah, you had to have an antenna. You couldn't watch it on satellite or nothing.
That's right.
You had to have an antenna to watch it. And I was making them antennas, man. They was sending me all kind of people. Finance company got a hold to me and wanted me to take an antenna up there and a TV where they could like had something to sell. And when people come and pay their bill at that finance company, they'd see that
Uh-oh.
TV and it was saying, you could get that right there. And the finance company would go ahead and give me my money, but then they would, uh, put them people that wanted to borrow the money for the antenna stuff, which wasn't much, but they would, and what the man told me was they didn't want them to get out of debt. They wanted to keep them on the books. I mean, that's what the man told
You
me.
can't.
They they didn't
Get
want you
down.
to clear your
Get
bill
down.
and not owe money.
Get
And
down.
they was just trying to keep people paying. I actually got tired of that stuff, putting up antennas.
Can
So
y'all hear me okay?
It was a lot of work.
it's a lot of work, yeah. I put up 4 a day.
Deborah, I don't know what happened, but I think it's on your end, Shug. They saying they can see me and hear me.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
you got me back? Okay, all right. Excuse me, y'all. All right. Deborah found me.
But I was like that man that I was talking about on Publicity. He was out in the, what I mean? I was like working. On the phone all the time.
yeah, people calling and working and packing them up and putting them on the porch and UPS coming and getting them, and you couldn't go nowhere. You had to come home to do all that stuff. It was round the clock.
Mama
Q
Tracy, I
Berry
was
said he'd
still,
cut me.
they'd buy the antenna and stuff, but I would still go put it up.
Yeah,
You're welcome, Judy.
But they was just selling them for me.
I know y'all don't like it. I know you don't. I'm sorry.
And you can get out and ride around right now.
It's gonna rain.
Anywhere out here. Anywhere out in the country. And see them antennas all over the place. Them ones I made.
And I mean, he hooked them up and fixed them where they could see it before he left, and done all kind of stuff.
That's right.
I still have people calling, want them.
But sometimes it was where he had to, Mama Tracy, but he had somebody that worked for him that done that.
Yeah,
Then,
I wound up sending somebody out, putting them up.
It's thundering here, Debbie. It hadn't started raining yet, I don't think, but it's thundering.
Danny,
Yeah.
I turned off this air conditioner and this TV come on over yonder. That
Huh.
ain't possible, is it?
No.
Must be.
Well, I mean, I ain't mashed that thing down there, and that's the one to the TV.
Maybe the lizard done it.
Hey, you might have hit a remote or something, Mom,
What remote?
to the TV.
It's down here on the shelf, laying way away from where I'm at.
I don't know.
I'm gonna turn it back on and see if that thing cuts off.
Oh, Miss Helen, you and Mr. George Garnto have something else in common.
What?
You want to know what it is?
Yeah,
He has a lizard just like yours in his office.
He has a what?
A lizard? He says it eats the mosquitoes. It's got one in his office. I told him you had one in your house.
I sure do. Well, I don't know what's going on
Excuse me.
around here. That thing must have just come on by itself.
That's right, AG. He is.
We used to have a microwave that would mess with the frequency on my fire stick. When Tammy cut that microwave on, it would make that fire stick lose signal. And whenever
It did.
it go off, it straighten up. And most time it was at 4 o'clock in the morning when she was doing that. But we wound up getting another microwave that doesn't tow up. And this one don't do it. But it's like on the same frequency.
Miss
You
Helen,
understand all that, don't you, Mom, about the same frequency?
Yeah.
they saying Toby wants to watch TV, Grandma.
Oh, well, he can watch us tonight. Turn around here.
Yeah, look at what a big smile he still got.
He's happy. He don't care how much I throw at the door. He don't care if I get
You
up.
little pretty woman.
He don't care.
Hey, Christine, Helen Stewart, everybody in there that I hadn't said hey to.
I got to find the chat here. I'm messing around.
When you got off, Mama, did you see the thumbnail I made when you got off, or did you see it later? Because I was hitting about save about the time you was getting off.
Uh-oh. It's lightning now.
It is.
It sure is. I wouldn't mind if I didn't have this thing plugged into my ear.
Uh, what'd you say, Danny?
I said, did you see the thumbnail I made when you got off?
I guess.
Yes.
Because
I think you made 2 or 3, didn't you?
not today.
Oh, other night, Sunday night.
Oh, I did. Yes, I did Sunday night. Yeah, I did.
AG, I wrote him down. We'll sure be praying for him.
It is real hard to catch you at the right moment when you smiling.
Well, this picture is the one that I took myself.
Yeah, I know. That's what I used.
Okay. Well, I thought you said you done it.
The one this morning.
No, I just put the cross on there and the live on it.
Well,
Excuse me.
it's really pretty. I like it.
Yeah, I noticed it was a real good picture.
Happy as a frog.
And
That's right.
I like that one Sunday night too. I don't even remember doing that little heart thing I was doing.
Oh,
You do that pretty good bit.
Well, I do it, but I didn't.
she does it.
I mean,
Uh-oh.
I didn't know I done it that good or something.
Well, I'll go down in history being known as the lady that does YouTube that yawns all the time. And start it up again. Oh,
I don't know why Steven didn't jump on there this morning. Let everybody know about it. I know everybody was thinking about
well,
that baby because
yeah.
that's the first thing I thought of when I woke up.
Yeah, me too, but I guess he just didn't want to have to say didn't want to have to deal with it and say anything about it. But yes, y'all, the little goat did pass away. It did not make it through the night.
He tried to revive him.
I saw that, but I thought it was today.
No, you didn't see him trying to revive him.
I saw Tammy come up there with him in a box,
I
and
said he tried to revive him.
oh, after he, well, I'm all mixed up because I don't know when I'm looking at something that it ain't live or if it was yesterday or nothing.
Oh, Jenny says he did tell everybody on TT this morning.
Oh, I didn't even know he got on there.
Oh yeah, my garden's doing good, y'all. It's almost as tall as Toby. The tomato bushes is taller than Toby. And I got a bunch of little tomatoes on there now.
Hey, Debbie, you come down here. You come down here sometime. Just make sure we at home. I like, what I mean. We actually got some plans for Thursday. Might have to do Tammy. Tammy might have to do a video early Thursday.
Yeah. It'll be early. I don't know what time though. We'll just have to see. Yes, the rain is helping the garden.
Yeah, that rain has really got something in it that really perks up everything.
That's right, Miss Connie. How many of y'all gonna be off of work June 19th?
What is that?
I don't exactly know what kind of holiday it is, Grandma. We just started getting it
How you know it's a holiday?
because we just started getting it. They took one of our 4th of July days and gave us June 19th off. But I'm gonna have June 19th off every year anyway.
I got a calendar around here somewhere.
But I mean, somebody can explain it, but I don't know exactly what it is about that holiday. But it's a holiday.
They used to.
That's Valerie's
They
birthday.
used to a good many people come, for the concert. They don't. People don't hardly come no more. Some people go to Stevens, but like nobody never knows it.
Yeah. I think I ran them all off.
Who did?
I said I probably ran them all off. Oh. Well, the real sweet ones, they live so far away, they just can't pop in all the time. Like Miss Helen Stewart, she gonna have to come back again one day. June 19th is a celebration of the emancipation of
Right.
slavery in Texas.
Oh,
Okay, all righty. Well, I didn't know what it was.
I didn't either.
One night there, we had a bunch of people over here, and two women like to got in a fight.
Yeah, I wouldn't be liking that too much.
One of them went up there and walked up and put her hands on Stephen on his shoulder or something or other. Look at him. I was standing there like amazed. And I mean, they like about fitting to go to, boy.
I know, April, me either. I can't keep up with all that. I had never even heard of it. Juneteenth, yeah, that's what they call it, Juneteenth. But
And
it's
there was
on the
another
19th.
woman, on that same night, when that happened.
Yes,
There was
did you?
another woman over here. She was wanting to get into it too.
Well, y'all can do without that kind of mess.
Danny, I messed up my pressure washer when I was doing all of my pressure washing. I called the company and they said I burnt the plug in up because I plugged it up on another cord.
Ah,
Yeah. Well, I mean, you might have had it on a little drop cord, but I mean, you can fix that end. You can put another end on it.
well, it ought to be not be like that to begin with.
Well, it ain't So what I assume it had a long cord on it, and then she plugged another, like what we call a drop cord. We call it a drop cord here, but everybody else calls it a extension cord. And I mean, it it will get hot like that, but it's supposed to trip a breaker. But anyway, you can fix. That's real easy fix. Hey, you remember that, Dave? Hey, they was mad now.
And there's a lot of jealousy and stuff that comes along with some of that stuff that don't need to be. Uh, if they gonna be like that, they don't even need to be there. Just you know, a free place to come and listen to music and stuff. You wanting to start some trouble? That's not good to me.
Yeah, I see you there, Joanne. Yeah, you know, you ain't supposed to. You really ain't supposed to buy a real cheap drop cord. I mean, I ain't saying you're doing that, but I'll drop. Like the higher price of cord is, it's got bigger wire in it.
And the higher price of water hose is, the better it works.
Yeah, but it's actually about like a water hose. They both look like water hoses, but they ain't the same.
No. I hear you, Connie.
Hey, we had a house full of people whenever they about broke into a fight. And I mean, they was fitting a fight. I've been around fights, y'all. They was fitting a fight now.
Well,
That's
to,
right, Mama Tracy.
to me, that ain't ladylike to be fighting.
No.
Them wasn't ladies, Grandma. There's a
Well,
difference.
they don't even need to be somewhere if they're gonna start trouble in somebody's home.
You don't even ever see neither one of them no more now.
Debbie, they was uninvited.
Yeah, everybody thinks it's bad. Everybody thinks I'm bad. You make Tammy mad, and you'll find out what mad is.
Yep. Yeah, I ain't gonna put up with very much of that.
Like,
Aw.
I wasn't blocking none of them, and she said, I mean, I want them blocked. Like she like made it a point. She usually will let things. Tammy usually will let things go, but he said, I want them blocked.
Well, if they can't behave themselves no better than that, they need it. You don't go to somebody else's home.
And we didn't even do it for that, Mama. They like went. They
Oh,
like they like I mean they
Oh
wound
yeah,
up.
it was more than that.
Yeah, they wound up like going crazy over Stephen.
oh, God.
That's what they was mad about that night. But then, I mean, then they kind of went head over heels about Stephen, and that like just didn't know when to stop.
Mm. I don't know what this world's coming to myself.
Yeah, so if they get to come back, they'll be across the road over yonder. They won't be over here.
One of them brung a refrigerator to Stephen. It was out there under that shelter. And every time we turned around, she wanted the refrigerator back. And
What?
Tammy talking about we'd take it and put it side the road. She can come get it.
Yep.
Did she come get it?
No,
No. It's gonna be out there the side of the road one day, and it's gonna say "free to a good home."
it's a good refrigerator. I don't know why he
It
didn't put
works
it.
good. I mean,
I don't know why he didn't put it in that house.
he didn't want it in his house.
But
I
I
know.
mean, well, I was real worried about her coming and getting that refrigerator because I had a bunch of beer in it.
Well, that's back when you was drinking, and she could have had the beer too, far as I was concerned. But anyway, he don't need it anymore.
I was thinking if she couldn't get that refrigerator, I might have to buy it because I didn't have room in the house here.
Yeah, Lynn, you'd be so surprised at. I mean, I don't even know, but just a smidgen of it.
Y'all really would be surprised at all the stuff.
How people really
I
are.
mean, we don't say everything. I know y'all think I do, but I don't.
No, he don't say everything.
But
There's some things he.
hey, you'd be surprised.
Oh.
I think the world's going crazy myself. I mean, uh, It seems like they've just lost their mind. Some of them,
Uh-oh, Thames fixing to start canning.
huh?
Thames fixing to start canning vegetables.
That's somebody's name, their mama Thames.
Oh,
Thames 308.
oh,
Well, Thames is talking, I guess, to living life, and it says, I will see how wonderful. I have to start getting my canning gear in operation. He sure is, Hecktown. I made 25 pints of pickles last week. Ooh, you go, Valerie.
he must eat a lot of pickles.
Well, they put them up so they can have them all year long, Grandma.
Well, I don't eat that many, and
And
well,
probably share some with the family, too.
oh,
Yeah, mama used to do that stuff.
yeah, I did.
One year, she put, instead of using lids, she put candle wax for a seal.
Me either, Debbie.
You remember that, Mom?
Yeah, I didn't know you remembered it. If you're not going to keep it for years, that'll seal it.
Yeah.
Living Life Loving says she has 15 pounds of beets to process.
I ain't gonna be eating for a while. If she run out of groceries, she can eat beets for a couple of years.
Hey, I
I,
like pickle beets.
I like pickled beets too,
I
and
got a
salmon. I like pickled beets and salmon together.
yeah, I got a jar in the cabinet.
I don't know if I got any or not. I might not have got any anytime soon, but I like salmon patties and pickled beets.
And Grandma used to. I remember. And I mean, she eventually quit doing it, but we used to all get in there shelling peas and butter beans and all
Yeah,
that stuff.
I used to love to shell peas, but I hated to shell butter beans.
I didn't mind chilling either one of them.
Watching TV, have them on a sheet.
Yeah, 'cause they pop out all over the floor.
Well, I mean, you had you take the peas out of the basket.
Yeah, because they go through a heat if they stay in that basket. You have to spread them out so they won't get hot and burn.
That stuff's a that stuff's a lot of work, ain't it?
Yes, it is.
And you can go buy them, and it ain't cheap. It ain't cheap eating.
Hey, Miss Flip Flop. Mama used to use wax on top of her homemade jelly.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
uh, I ain't never ate no pear jelly, and but mamas and
Pear ain't called pear jelly. It's called preserves.
well, it was pears though,
Pear preserves.
and okay.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I don't know one from another, but man, that was the best. That pear preserves, that was the best, man.
And he liked sour cream with it, too.
Oh yes. And homemade biscuits. Goodness gracious. Roasted beets, pickled beets, and beets salad.
Y'all gonna make me hungry.
Well, I don't know what we're going to do with all this thunder and lightning every day.
I mean, it's beginning to get old too. I mean, every day.
We're gonna
Yeah, I
live
know. I
with it.
mean, that we pay $50 for 100 gigabyte of data to go camping, and if you don't use it, you lose it in 30 days.
Hey,
Oh,
Juanita, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it don't just stay over there. You
Oh,
got
oh, well, you'll be going camping somewhere in between.
even if you don't use it in 30 days, it'll you got to buy again.
Oh, I didn't know
It's
that.
rigged like the retirement.
well, probably you
Yeah,
need to just do it a day or so before you go.
Well, we was gonna go this week, see,
but it's raining every day,
but
so
I mean, Ryder told me it's supposed to rain every day. I talked to Stephen; he's ready to go. Timmy's ready to go. I
maybe we
mean,
can go next week. We got to go before the 4th of July. Aw,
they if you're in the
her got a
if
new
you're in the
grandbaby.
YouTube business, y'all, you have to have your. I take Grandma's laptop with me when we go, and I take my
Want
laptop,
a
and
bell.
probably taking Tammy's this time. But you can watch TV and browse Facebook and everything like while you're camping. You want to be
Yeah,
somewhere without internet.
yeah. Congratulations, Want a bell. Her granddaughter was born yesterday.
Oh,
Uh huh.
That's all
Go
right.
get them $100 worth of stock. Go get them $100 worth of stock and hold it until they're 18 years old.
That's sweet, Debbie.
That $100 liable to be $300,000 in 20 years, or it could be more.
Named her Savannah Marie. Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, that's a good name.
No, Pamela, I don't have no side of no peas yet, but the hills are real big.
Yeah,
And it got
Mom, she
little
ain't got no
blooms.
blooms on her peas out there. What's up with that?
well, it'll bloom, I guess.
Yeah, I planted them late.
It won't take them long after they bloom to make a pod either.
I love babies too. Hey, Tom, how you doing? Tom says, hey, Grandma.
Hey, Tom, I saw your comment on my video.
Tom, your snacks are good. I've been a snacking.
I have too. I ate two mounds a while ago that he sent me and on my birthday, and I think that's all of them.
Oh.
Read that comment there, Tim.
Danny, you are a very handsome man. You should show yourself on your channel.
That's right.
Tammy and you are beautiful. No wonder Stephen's so good looking and Christina. Oh, thank you, AG.
Yeah, thank you. Hey, I just you know that on I got some more channels besides this. I got 50 or 60,000 subscribers without ever being on video. And I don't reckon you'd ever see me, if I wasn't playing the drums.
Well, you wouldn't put up with us doing that.
No, y'all got to be in it, but
That, that,
I ain't good looking like y'all are though.
You are.
oh, come on. Valerie says her garden peas are done. And Lynn Burns said she's fixing to have a great grandson born any day now.
What you about garden peas?
Her garden peas are done, and her corn is almost ready.
She talking
Excuse
about
me.
just regular peas or garden peas?
It just says garden peas, Grandma. I don't
What?
know if it's garden peas or if it's purple
Hey,
hulls or what it is.
what, you talking about English peas or like little round green?
They bloom. They plant them real early. If it's garden peas, but I don't think she's probably talking. I think she's talking about regular peas.
I don't know, but I'm sure she'll probably tell y'all. Valerie, tell them what kind of peas you talking about.
Christina was in them beauty pageants and stuff. Her and Tammy used to do that stuff. And they had to stand up there smiling. And I was like gonna take some pictures of her one day or something or other. And she can like just stand there and smile.
Garden peas, Miss Helen. The little round garden peas.
Oh, oh yeah, they do early.
Yeah, I mean we call them. I mean, ain't
Yeah, you
don't we
call
call
them
them
English
English peas?
peas. Yeah. How far is Summerville, Georgia from here, Danny?
I ain't never heard of it.
I don't know.
I've heard of it. I just don't know.
There's a bunch of places I've never heard of in Georgia. Bunch of places.
I hope they do, Thames.
But oh yeah, like Christina can just stand there and smile, and she said I can stand here like and just smile like that all day long.
Well, she smiles anyway a lot.
But like I mean, some people get. I mean, there's people's kind of funny about their picture and stuff, and video. A lot of people don't like the way they sound to themselves. I don't like the way I sound.
Well, you ain't got nothing to be ashamed of.
I got 2 cucumbers, Christina, but they little and they fat. And no, Juanita, I'm the youngest sister. I'm 15. I think it's 15 months younger than Dina. She's 65, and I won't be 65 till January.
I think I might be heard of Summersville before, but I ain't know where it was at till I seen Living Life there talking about it.
Yeah, I think my uncle used to live in Summersville, but I don't know where it's at.
And Mom said on her video she ain't never been to Sumner's Beach, and she has.
I ain't never said that, did
Yeah,
I?
yeah,
I went one time.
yeah. I went one time too.
I went more than one time.
I don't remember saying. I don't remember that. I don't remember saying that. When did I say it?
About 5 or 6 weeks ago.
Oh, I don't even remember talking about it.
Oh,
I think it might have been you know that Keys Church is. I know what it was. I was telling Deborah that's the way you go to Summers Beach.
Yeah.
Hey, Deborah lived here, near about her whole life
Where?
in Dublin.
Oh, yeah. I thought you was gonna say she lived down around Adrian.
Well, I mean, everybody lived here. No, has been to Summers Beach, and I knew she would know where I was talking about because
Yeah,
everybody knows about Summers Beach.
I went one time.
That's probably the one time I went. I don't think I don't think I've ever been one time. I mean, I wasn't familiar with it, and I walked out on the dive. I was wet, but I walked out on the diving board and went to do, like some flips, and that that diving board had the rough rubbed off of it. It was slick as a car hood.
Oh,
I mean it. I mean it messed me up.
Yeah, y'all. Thank y'all for having so many in here watching.
Hey Nicole.
304. Thank y'all.
And hello to
That's
everybody.
why it sounds so familiar, Debbie. It's close to Rome. Yeah, I got a cousin that lives in Rome, and her sister lives in Somerville.
I was thinking, y'all, I need to sell my little boat out there. I was thinking about it when I bought that stuff brand new. And this is like how stocks is. I've used that boat and motor for 30 years, and I can sell it and get all my money back.
That's
And
right,
use
Deborah.
and used it for 30 years. That's how stock is. But I don't I don't never use it no more. Don't even use the pontoon boat no more. Can't go. We ready to go, and we can't go. And even if we didn't go camping, we could still go to the river, in the pontoon boat. But you don't want to go in it like, threatening thunder and lightning.
Yeah. Juanita says, I'm a country girl from Michigan. I hear you.
If you think it'll scare you in your house when it pops thunder,
You be sitting
you
on the
be
water.
you be sitting out there in an aluminum boat and let it crack and light up right there where you at.
that ain't where you need to be, I can tell you that.
Yeah, I've been out there before, and
Oh, okay,
it
Debbie.
it just broke down in a flood, and we almost didn't make it to the bank. The boat about sunk. A daddy was with me. That's something, y'all. Had that boat 30 years, and I could sell it and get all my money back, and probably make money.
I told Danny I had just soon take the camper down to the sportsman club and leave the boat at home. I tell y'all what, they so many people. I mean, grown people dying, drowning, falling out their boats, things happening to
They
them.
sure are.
I mean, it ain't even fun to think about going. When we used to love to go river riding, I
Yeah, when we
don't
would
care too much about getting out there now.
when we would go on vacation, it would be something to do with the river. And we would take a bunch of people when we went. There would be a bunch of
That's
people
right.
go, Bill. And that's we was river rats.
Okay, Dawn RV, you have a nice night. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, thank you, Don. And it's so much trouble now.
Thank you, Larry.
And I used to didn't mind the trouble, but it's that big old pontoon boat. There's a light pole in my front yard, and Tammy's done put some flower beds out there, and I can't turn my neck around no more to back up. I had to back up looking in the mirror, and man,
Us too, living life.
and man, I used could back up 20 miles an hour, but I was turning around looking, and it's just so much trouble now.
Hey, Sherry. It is, and you have to be careful. I mean, I sort of took it easy on everything out there because I knew Stephen was going to have to move the camper eventually. But then I went ahead and after he moved his camper, bless his heart, and just started doing stuff all out there in the yard. Then it got hot. Makes
Hey,
me so mad that it's so hot.
hey there, Sherry.
Yeah,
Yeah, Ryder.
I
Go
had a
ahead.
time trying to get out the other day when I was up there. Stephen parked over there, and I couldn't see how. I mean, I couldn't back out straight. I had to do all kind of manipulating to get out. But he came out about the time I was getting out.
Yeah. All right, April. You have a good night. Thank you for
Hey,
watching, Shug.
you ought to try backing that pontoon boat in there beside of that camper.
Good night, Larry.
You ought to
Thank you for
try
getting
that.
in.
I could.
And I mean, that old long, uh, that boat's
Yeah.
about as big as they make,
Yeah. The best
pontoon
thing to
boat.
do is always pull you back in toward that tree line out there.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. But
That's,
Stephen was pretty close, and I
yeah.
couldn't see how to do it too easy. But I made it. He come out about the time I was getting out.
Yeah, Valerie, I understand that, but I ain't interested in selling my camper. I told Danny he better not sell it.
You
Well, I
t-
mean, I really thought that, I really and truly had thought you lost interest in going
Yeah.
camping there one time.
Yeah.
Now she's retired and she can go.
And don't have to
Mm-hmm.
get up at 4:30 in the morning and go to work.
Yeah, I mean, we can go, but it didn't rain that much today, but it has been raining two or
Yeah.
three times a day. And you hate to be, I
Yeah.
mean, you're liable to be sitting in the camper anyway, but you hate to be where you can't go outside.
Yeah. Aw. Yeah, good night, Larry. Thank you for getting in here. Oh, we going back camping, Sherry.
And White Earth does have a camper, y'all. I was talking about it yesterday. Uh, it belongs to three people, and they go to them NASCAR races and stuff. And they all went in on a camper, but anybody can use any of them can use the camper anytime they want to, as long as somebody else ain't using it.
Yeah. Okay, Larissa, y'all be safe.
And like if they had to buy tires, they all kitty up and buy tires, or anything happens, they all kitty up and pay for it.
Yeah. Which that helps.
Do what, Tim?
I said that helps. Don't you wish you had somebody to kitty up with when you had to pay for something?
I don't want to share my camper.
I ain't talking about your camper.
Oh yeah, yeah, man, that'd be nice.
It's
Shit.
storm. It's storming somewhere. Larissa said.
Yeah.
I don't
Sherry
know.
said she's been getting rain every day. We have too.
We sure have.
I asked Steven, and he remembered when I put that top on that boat I got out there. The one I was talking about that I might ought to get rid of it. And he remembered it. But it was just like this right here. It'd be sun shining, and you go up there to that lake, and I've drove out there quite a few times before and spun $150 and had to come back.
Never got to wet a hook.
And so I built a top on it that you could take off and on. Two people, used to have people around me all the time. And you could, well, I had Stephen too, but you could take that top off and set it on the ground. And if you got ready to put it on there, you could just set it back in the boat. And we had some straps to strap it down. You could pull it down the highway 70 miles an hour.
Mm.
Thank you, Pamela, for reminding them. Yeah, y'all like and share and ring the bell and all that good stuff. Thank y'all.
The heat index is high here.
Yes, it is. And that makes my thermometer go up. It's a squirrel back, Grandma?
Uh, I'm just looking at my stuff out there. How pretty it is.
I
What,
hear you, Judy. Well, we're going to keep praying for you.
what'd she say there, Tammy?
She said it has rained here in Alabama today, and I scream with my legs, but I know the Lord knows that we need the rain, or we wouldn't have it. Judy stays in a lot of pain, and the rain don't help any.
It does.
Yeah, the rain makes some pains worse, Grandma,
Oh,
Yeah, like broke bones and arthritis and stuff.
and nerve pains, neuropathy. I think that's how you say it, or
It make your
neuropathy.
back hurt.
it don't affect me, I don't guess.
You ain't never broke no bone, have you?
Yeah, I broke my wrist one time trying to skate.
I remember that. Oh. Yeah, I reckon it cools it off here, Q-Berry. I can't really tell. Just like an oven every time you walk out the back door and open it.
Yeah, I was telling Tammy this morning, it's a long time till cool weather, too.
Well, I just soon enjoy my weather like it is. I don't care nothing about that ice cold mess.
Well, it don't really get real cold here.
Gets too cold. Well, it gets
Mm.
pretty cool. No, it ain't real bad. But I'm cold natured.
Yeah, and I'm hot natured.
You sure are.
And Toby's just right.
He don't care about neither one of it. He knows when he's sitting up here side of me, he's okay. We got a fan right down there, and it's blowing right on us.
I like cooler weather too, Sherry. I do. I don't like real cold weather, but I
Yeah,
like cooler weather.
yeah, I don't know what we're going to do about making videos, y'all.
Why?
'Cause Stephen does his in the morning time. Sometimes he does, sometimes he don't. But Tammy is a morning person.
Believe it or not. Well,
And you can get out you can get out there and make a video in the morning time. But you can't at 3 or 4 o'clock.
Stephen sleeps in a little bit now since Bentley's not in school. He was so tired last night. I don't know what time he went to bed, but I know he was so tired last night. Yeah, Sherry, that's my favorite time, fall, but it seems to jump right from summer to winter. Spring and fall don't hardly exist anymore.
But I mean, you don't hardly ever have to put on a big jacket here where we live. But I mean, we're not a long ways from Florida. I reckon maybe a couple of hours.
Yeah, I reckon you can do as many as you want to, Mama Tracy, but I I don't have to do one every day.
What's that, Tim?
A video.
No,
I can I
no, you
work
don't even need to do a video every day.
yeah. I work mine in when I can, but
It's not even a good idea to do one every day. You know, the YouTube algorithm won't give you a whole bunch of views one day and then give you a whole bunch of views the next day. It says, but if you skip a day or something like
July the 10th,
that, I mean, that's just made into it.
I
I
got
don't
you,
I
Debbie.
don't understand that. They give you I didn't know they give you nothing.
Well, I mean, they got certain things, that is in the algorithm.
July 10th and
I
24th.
don't even know what algorithm is.
I got you down, Miss Debbie, both days.
Sounds like arthritis to me.
Well, it's a lot to explain, and that stuff's a secret,
Thank you, Judy.
It is.
Yes, sir.
Well, it sure is a secret
If
because I don't know nothing
if
about it.
if somebody that works for YouTube tells what they doing, they they'll get fired.
Yeah.
That's a secret.
Well, I know one thing. I know some people gets a lot of views in a short time, but
Yeah,
I don't.
you're either doing good or you're either doing bad
Yeah,
on YouTube.
I got Debbie's prayer request wrote down, y'all.
And Danny,
Uh,
I didn't think you were supposed to be talking about guns and shooting them and stuff like that on your video. I saw a video of a woman and a man uh that found a snake, and you heard the shot, and you saw him picking up the snake, taking him off. Is that allowed?
Not
hey,
if
Mama, it's
not if
you
my
know
that game warden
as
sees
far
him.
as yeah, that's right. As far as breaking the law, they did.
I
But
thought
like
guns
I
and
was
stuff wasn't allowed on YouTube.
no, some people they'll let them do it, and some people they won't. I was showing mine one night, and they took my video down. And I was just showing the pistols I had, and they took my video down. And I was just talking about it. And
Yeah, and
it's
they took your video down where you was showing
Cutting up
them
a
how to
chicken.
clean a chicken.
Cutting up a chicken.
Yeah, well, you ain't supposed to say that, Grandma.
Oh,
So
you ain't?
cleaning
Oh,
chicken.
you know, you know. Let me tell you. See, that's two bad words there, Grandma.
Yeah,
oh.
Chicken is a bad word. Like you
Well,
chicken.
I just saw somebody say, how many they done and how fast they done it today. on a video.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
they didn't
I
like
don't
Danny
know.
saying it.
chicken is a bad word and cutting is a bad word. And when people commit S
Yeah.
is a
Oh,
bad word.
they did, Mama Tracy.
I don't
And I
know
mean,
what.
it's
I don't know what is.
you don't know what happens when people commit S.
They are a lot of rules, Mama Tracy.
I don't guess I do, Danny. I don't.
Hey, Miss
But
Glad.
but it's okay. I don't know what S is.
It's what Uncle Will done.
Oh, oh,
Thames, I wrote down your seniors. We'll be praying for them too. Sherry wants to know what's wrong with chicken.
Like, chicken can be a chicken like you eat, but chicken can also be you a chicken if you don't do something.
well, yours wasn't a. Yours was a regular chicken.
Yeah, I got on there and showed everybody how to cut up a chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I can cut a chicken up like so fast your head is spin. Oh, well, 'cause I've cut a many of them up.
And I've seen somebody do that since then, and they done it. I mean, it was okay.
I've had a bunch of my videos took down.
It's a wonder they don't take all mine down because I'm all the time saying something wrong that I didn't know you couldn't say.
Oh,
They they ain't as bad as they used to be. Like COVID-19 used to be a bad word. You know what I mean? On Facebook and everywhere, they would shut your mouth about saying, talking anything because they was pulling the wool. The wool got pulled over everybody's eyes
Yeah, it's
about,
not, Judy. We're still praying for him. He needs a miracle.
COVID's still around now, y'all. And I mean, I don't know if you know it or not, but if you had a motorcycle wreck and went to the hospital and passed, if you had COVID, they would say you died of COVID. Anything, if you died for for any reason and you had COVID, they would write it down as COVID. And the
That's,
hospital would get $30,000.
that's right, Miss Helen.
I mean, that was a big old scam. And whoever was making that jab, I mean, that's just a big old lie.
Yeah,
And I mean,
that's
like
right, Connie.
like wearing a mask. That was wearing a mask didn't work. That's like a mosquito going through a chain link fence. And a mask didn't do that. And I can go up there and put a mask on right now and blow cigarette smoke through it. And you see how much it stops that smoke.
I do too, Judy, but they say a lot of them. And Connie, she's completely right with her statement.
That was some of that crazy stuff they was doing. That's some of them crazy people.
well, I don't really know all the things you can't say.
And
I don't either,
well,
Grandma.
I mean, they ain't as bad as they used to be. But like that Kumo, they was taking people out of the hospital and putting them in nursing homes, and like that's who it's bad on is people that's sickly.
Yeah.
Well, that was a really a big channel, and I was surprised when when that happened because I thought that was a no.
Well, they lightened up a little bit. It ain't actually that was the council culture, and it ain't that bad no more. It's still
Peggy
best not to
Sue.
say all that stuff, but it ain't as bad as they used to be. They used to would shadow ban you on Facebook for
What's that?
that's when you post something and nobody sees it because they don't let nobody see it. But you think it's there, you can see it, but they don't let nobody else see it.
Thank you, Peggy Sue, and you very much welcome. And thank you, AG.
I don't know nothing.
But they have people that monitor what you do on Facebook.
Hey, Joy.
You know what I mean? They
Hey.
might they might monitor 50 or 100 people. But they do. There's people that monitor. And like on that TikTok,
That's right.
I think they have a person that monitors what you're doing on TikTok.
They ain't gonna monitor me.
Listen, there ain't, I thought about it. There ain't no way they know you smoking a cigarette if somebody ain't sitting there looking. And you can't smoke a cigarette on TikTok. And there's a lot of stuff you can't say on
Joy, that's
TikTok.
true. I found that out the hard way.
But what I'm saying is there's somebody watching you. They have somebody when Steven's on there, they have somebody watching him,
Yeah.
looking at his life. You thought you was free, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean I didn't know all this.
Yeah, there's no way they know you driving a car or you smoking a cigarette or you say something that you shouldn't say. And I mean that TikTok's worse than YouTube ever thought about.
That's right, Connie and Q Berry.
You were here Stephen talking about Stan. He said, man, Stephen tell Stan, said, man, you're going to get me kicked off Shores of the World. I've heard him tell Stan that a bunch of times. But
Yeah.
Stan don't know like we all know.
Yeah.
And he expresses his opinion too pretty strong.
Yeah. He just don't realize it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a mess. It's a mess.
It sure is.
Yeah, there's a lot of things I said I didn't know you couldn't say, and I just say, "Oh, forgive me, please."
But I'm telling y'all, it ain't as bad as it used to be. They, they, when the new man got in there,
That's right, Selena.
when Donald Trump got in there, you just couldn't even hardly say his name. You know what I
That's
mean?
right.
They got them computers listening to you. They got computers listening to us right now.
That's right, Selena. I think there was some more of them today too.
Yeah, what about that, Grandma? Disrespectful to Grandma. What about that, Grandma? What happened?
What?
What happened on your comments you were telling me about?
Good night, Miss Gladys. Love
Uh,
you.
You talking about the one that said couldn't be still and she wasn't gonna watch no more?
Yeah, the only one I know about.
Well, I think she sent that after she didn't put it on the comment. She sent it after the video was over.
That is the comments.
Well, yeah, well, what's wrong? I mean, that ain't nothing to do nothing. I mean, she didn't say nothing, but she didn't like it, and she wasn't gonna watch it no more.
Well, what she really should have done was just got off if she didn't like it, and she didn't really have to say all that. But some people like to express themselves.
Yeah, they evidently do like to do that. And to me, that's poor judgment because I'm an old person, and I don't think you should say words like that to people that are old.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
I mean, you should respect your elders,
But
and I am an elder.
you would think that, like, somebody would be smart enough to realize how all them people love you and everything, and then, like, she's an oddball.
That's about right, Mom Q-Berry.
I, I mean, sometimes I don't know what people's thinking.
I
And
don't either. If I see a video that I don't like, I just go turn the thing and go over there and watch something I like. I don't get on there and say, uh, she wasn't gonna watch me because I couldn't be still and she wasn't watching me no more.
I'll tell y'all something y'all can think
You
about.
can say it on the next one.
Uh, Tammy
Oh,
gets it, y'all. Grandma gets it. Stephen gets it. I don't get it.
What in the world?
Like, I'm wrong, Grandma.
When?
Every breath I take, I'm wrong. If I say, let me tell you about something you're going to like this, there's people that bound and damn determined
not
they
to
not
like it.
going not they not going to like it.
Just because he said it.
Like, I mean, I'm telling you,
Oh.
y'all all get it. I don't get it.
I don't either. I mean, I'm not no commenter. I'm not no critical person. Uh, and I sure don't leave them a comment saying it. But there's people that really think it's their duty to voice their opinion and say whatever they want to say.
Mom,
Hmm.
you know that their mind ain't right. I mean, listen, their opinion is wrong. Go look at all the other comments. I mean, everybody's got an opinion. Their opinion is wrong.
If she needs help, things, I sure will help her.
And I think it's a shame that somebody, I don't know how old the person is, but if she don't like my video, all she got to do is change the channel and go watch something else.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I mean,
At least I can move. At least I can get around and do all that. I ain't sitting up there crying because I can't move the table and move the chair. And
but did you tell everybody here what she didn't like? I don't even know if you did.
well, I don't. She didn't like me moving around and it couldn't be still.
She was getting out. Wasn't you getting in and out the rain?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's what it was.
Yeah.
She thought it was gonna rain, y'all. And she seen it wasn't gonna rain. Went back out there, where her lights and stuff was, and the woman didn't like it.
That's right. And
And I mean,
she wasn't gonna watch it. She wasn't gonna watch it no more. 'Cause
somebody
I couldn't be still.
somebody told me one time,
It's okay,
your
Grandma.
opinion is your opinion, and your opinion can't be wrong. But I don't agree with that.
Hey, Jean.
I think your opinion can be wrong. And if you don't believe it, go look at the other comments.
Yeah.
Well, it irritated her to the a point that she wrote a comment letting me know she wasn't gonna
No,
watch no more.
that's what she said,
She might
Mama.
have already been irritated about something before she ever even started watching Miss Helen.
That's what she said. Nobody never tells the truth about it. Was something else. I mean, she might be jealous that she's like jumping up and down them stairs and doing all that stuff. I mean, hardly people won't hardly tell you the truth.
Thames, I don't know, but I guess Miss Helen could answer that question. Miss Helen, do you think that it is too warm to grow figs where we at?
Go what?
Grow figs.
No.
Wait a minute, what? Talking about here, Tammy?
Yeah, that's what somebody asked.
Well, they saying here like where they at.
No, they talking about where I'm at.
Yeah, we got
I got a fig tree out there right now. It's got figs on it.
yeah, we got figs.
That's right, Miss Helen Stewart. You can't tame the tongue.
I don't know why he was asking about figs where you are. He might have been asking about where he is.
No.
He says here.
It says, Tammy, do you think that that is too warm to grow figs where you are?
Oh,
No, ain't say where you are.
Where you are is exactly what it says.
It says here.
It says where you are.
Well, he changed it then.
Okay, Thames. We can grow figs here. Do you want to know if you can grow figs where you are? I'm pretty sure you probably can. Because it gets hot here.
Yeah, I mean, man, William's got fig trees out there like been out there 30 years.
longer than that. Daddy planted them fig trees. And I mean they giant ones.
Y'all remember this day and time. I was right. I usually ain't. I was right this time.
I mean, you can grow anything here except banana trees that make bananas. I can grow the, and I have had bananas on there, but they wasn't like in tropical places. They were smaller.
Grandmother, Thames wants to know if you've ever showed your fig tree.
Uh-uh.
Oh.
I ain't never thought nobody cared nothing about seeing it.
Well, now you know.
But I can tell you what I do have now is a pile of blueberries.
Oh.
Oh, they are loaded down. Maybe I'll show them Friday. I mean, they are blueberries hanging on them trees. That's where I was going when I run into that snake the other day, and I didn't ever get there.
Wear your boots.
I got them out there on the porch. I was gonna put them on if I walked around the edge of the.
Now, Tweety, I can answer that. Sun. Because I read my directions on my blueberry bush.
What did it say?
The one, it said plant in full sun.
Yeah, it don't have to be in full sun.
Well, it just said plant in full sun, and that's what I done.
I got the woods slam full of blueberries up there.
Okay, well, you can plant them any way you want
I
to.
didn't. I didn't plant them. They just come up. The birds
Oh,
eat the berries and go up there and drop the seeds, and they come up. They up there all in them woods.
Grandma's stuff will come up anywhere, I'm telling y'all. But yeah, I read my directions because I wanted to try my best to keep Danny's blueberry bush that Bloomin' sent him alive.
It's best probably to put them in the sun, but they'll make in the woods, 'cause I got a woods slam full of them,
Right.
and they make blueberries too.
It sure does, Q-Berry. Olives and figs. I like olives. I like fig preserves, but that's the only way I like them.
Oh, I love figs. Oh,
I like that fig preserve, but not as good as that pear.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I've ever ate any pear preserves other than yours.
well, I've got a little pear tree out there, a little dwarf, and it's slammed full of little pears. If I can have time, I will try to make some off of that little tree. If the deer don't find them and eat them.
But thank you, Mama
Yeah,
Tracy.
we eat. Sometimes we have grits and eggs and stuff. And Tammy will make some toast.
Sometimes.
Or biscuits. Biscuits is good too.
Hey,
I
Tammy
like.
don't make no biscuits.
Tammy don't make biscuits, Grandma. That's you. My biscuits are like Ellie Mae.
Well, you just ain't never known how. Probably anybody can make a biscuit, I guess.
Mm.
It looked pretty easy to me when I seen you do it.
Yeah, you make it look real easy, Grandma, but you make everything look easy. Years ago on Pinecombe Drive, I tried to make some biscuits, and they were
Years
so hard.
years ago,
Yeah,
you have
and
to try.
they were so hard. I used so much lard and flour until I was about in a poorhouse, and
All,
you could throw
all,
them upside the
all,
wall.
all
And
you do is get a 4 fingers, just dip it down into a Crisco.
I know I saw your video, Grandma, but you made it since I tried, and I hadn't ever tried no more.
Oh,
I might try again one day though. I saw your 4 fingers of your Crisco and your little dab of this and your little dab of that.
it wasn't no little dab of nothing but Crisco and buttermilk.
Oh, well, you did use some flour, Grandma.
Well, yeah, flour. I thought that was.
Pillsbury does good too. I hear you, Mama Tracy. Boy, Danny don't even get them. I am loving Grandma's fried chicken, just saying. I hear you.
What? Q-Berry, what did she say? Grandma don't see my comment about people attacking people that
Jealous of?
they don't say jealous.
Okay. I'm not reading it. I just figured that's what she might have said.
But let me tell you, Mom, as far as just a biscuit, I don't care nothing about just a biscuit.
I hear you, Tweety Bird.
But like if you uh got syrup and butter mashed up, then a biscuit's good. But as far as just putting a biscuit in my mouth and eating it, I mean, I don't really care for it.
Uh,
I like just a biscuit, and I like after the biscuits get cold, just slice them in half and put some more butter on them and put them in the oven and toast them a little bit. That is good too.
Now, them little biscuits you made, you brung some up here, and they was good now.
I hear y'all. We're going to have to find us something to eat when we get finished.
Mama, did you know that? I mean, I don't know if you ever known this.
Biscuits with
Did you
apple
know that
butter.
they used to have breakfast at school?
Yeah,
Oh, well, why didn't you tell me to go in there and eat breakfast? I mean, I asked Tammy, did she ever eat breakfast at school?
I'm almost sure I did.
I don't remember. We didn't.
Well, I mean, they had breakfast at school.
I don't know if I knew that then.
Mama would, on her way to work, she had to be at work at 8 o'clock. I had to be at school at 8 o'clock. Sometimes she would drive me to town and get me a biscuit.
We used to go up there to the donut place and get us some a ham biscuit and some donuts.
But I mean, and I was talking to Tammy about this. I thought like that was just for poor people eating breakfast at school.
I don't remember that. I
I
mean,
don't think so. A bell was ringing. I had to see what it was.
I mean, I'm telling you, I mean, I really thought it's like for poor people. It didn't ever get to eat or something. I don't know. Cause and some people go in there and eat breakfast, and it's the same old ones every morning.
Well, Connie, I could probably say I overworked mine then, 'cause mine could have represented hockey pucks.
I didn't know you could just go in there and get in a line and eat breakfast.
well, you eat breakfast at home, didn't you?
Not when I got toward high school, you kind of cut out the cooking breakfast.
That Miss Marchman cooked for y'all.
Hey, that wasn't high school, Mom.
High school. Oh,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was in
like,
high school that you could eat breakfast.
yeah.
I didn't know it.
Hey, I didn't know you could just go in there and get in a line.
I didn't either.
And Jamie said she's been in there and ate breakfast. Like I thought it was like for low income people because that's mostly what was in there.
I don't really know. I didn't know everything.
Well, if I wanted to eat breakfast, I ate breakfast. I don't know how many times I done it, but I know I done it.
I never ate breakfast at school.
No, all children were offered breakfast and lunch. This started with the Kennedy and Johnson administration.
I wish somebody would have told me.
I didn't know it neither.
It was $1 and something when we was in school living life loving. Aw. Judy says she took her lunch to school.
Yeah, there was some people that didn't like the school food, but that's the best food I've ever ate. But and them
Yeah,
ladies could cook now.
they had some good stuff.
Brother, JC, that JC Dixon's wife was a cook, wasn't she?
Yes, ma'am.
Tammy need to make some of that pizza. She got time now.
Listen, I watched that video last night. That
I,
thing was,
I saw it. That was a big old pizza, Grandma.
I know it.
I mean, see, it won't even stretch out far enough. A big old pizza.
Yeah,
Did you ever eat all that thing?
yeah. It's good and warmed up.
Oh,
Danny, you done a good job editing that. Oh, no, it was them dumplings. I made dumplings and showed me rolling them out and doing all that. What is it?
Judy heard me striking that ladder.
Oh,
She said I need a new ladder.
and when you lay it down, you don't lay it down quietly. You just throw it down.
Yeah. I quit,
I
I
hear you,
could have
Joanne.
I could have kept on with them edited videos, you know, editing them down, but
Doodle
I don't
bin.
think I don't think Google liked them.
Well,
We doing good.
some people said they didn't want you to do it, that they liked the long version of it.
You always gonna have somebody jump over yonder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like most people don't want to watch no 2 hour video, Mom.
Hey, I used to, when we was teenagers, we used to get government cheese. I ain't ashamed of it.
I ain't never got government
I
nothing.
I got WIC coupons, and if I hadn't have got WIC coupons, our kids would have been without a lot. They wouldn't have had their cereal every morning, and they wouldn't have had their cheese toast and cheese in their grits and stuff, and their milk, because it was all high, and we wasn't well off at all when we was young people with kids. I got WIC for 2 years after Stephen was born and 2 years after Christina was born, and I used every bit of it.
I
And
didn't.
I
I didn't
wasn't
never get none of
ashamed.
that.
I wasn't ashamed to go in and use my WIC coupons.
I didn't even know where you got it from.
No, the worst fight we ever got into was when the food stamps come and I got them and cashed them.
Yep, that was a bad day.
Oh, you talking about? I thought you was talking about when you was at home.
No, we first got married.
The powdered milk, yep.
Somehow or another, one time there, she got some food stamps,
Hey, Melissa.
and I could take them and get cash for them.
God.
Yep. And when he done that, I just quit getting them. I remember that.
And she wanted them food stamps now. She didn't want the money. She wanted the food
And
stamp.
if they couldn't be used for what they was meant for, I didn't go back and get no more.
Hey, we used them, Tammy, the same as the stamps.
I know, but I didn't want them cashed. I wanted the food stamps. Corn and stewed tomatoes. Ugh.
Yeah, we used to do that green stamp thing. We've been to the green stamp store.
We sure have.
Grandma had a bunch of green stamps. Bunch of 'em.
I sure did.
Hey, Tweety Bird. Says I,
Whenever I was little, I was told if you drank milk and eat fish, it would make you sick.
I was always told that too, but I always done it and I didn't never get sick.
And at school, we'd have fish and they'd give us milk. And I was afraid to drink the milk because I thought I, I would get sick. But that was just an old saying or something because I grew up thinking if you eat fish and you drink milk, it would make you sick.
Well, is it true that if you swallow watermelon seeds, uh,
No.
it'll grow out of your ears?
No, you know that ain't true.
Lord have mercy. Yeah, I used to love putting the green stamps in the green stamp book too. I remember doing that.
I don't know why they quit that, you know.
I don't either, but I liked it. It was the next best thing to the J.C. Penney catalog.
To keep, what's that thing you order stuff from?
Timu.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I heard, Mama Tracy. If you swallowed watermelon seeds, they'd grow in your stomach. That's the saying I heard.
Hey, they wasn't but one place you could get green stamps in Dublin, and that was at Piggly Wiggly.
that's
Was it
right.
was it like that with y'all?
And where was it that you had to go to get the stuff? I can't
I think
remember.
it was Vidalia.
That's
It's
what I was thinking.
it's by day.
Yeah, it was.
We went down there one time. Like me and you went. Not me and Tammy. Me and you and Tony went.
I thought I knew we did, but I that has just left my mind. I reckon.
They had these books. You put them in them books. And man, she had a bunch of 'em.
Yes, Tweety Bird.
Grandma, they had a little hamburger joint right beside a Piggly Wiggly. And she said she'd go in there and get full, or she wasn't in there buying everything Piggly Wiggly had.
You know what, Living Life Loving? Seems like to me it was the Sears catalog instead of the J.C. Penney. Was it, Danny?
What was the question?
The Sears catalog that we used to pick all the Christmas toys out of.
Was
Was,
it
They,
was it Sears or J.C.
that,
Penney?
Sears had
there?
a
Okay.
Sears had a Christmas book.
J.C. Penney ain't never had no book as I know of.
Yeah, they've had a catalog, but I said
I
that.
ain't never had one.
Yeah, but I said that wrong. You right, Living Life Loving. It was a Sears catalog. Thank you for saying that, because I sure said that wrong.
Yeah, they had a wish book. Sears had a wish book.
Yeah, that's what it was.
A Christmas, it wasn't a big old catalog what we all know. They had a wish book, and we'd always get that wish book.
Boy, and start looking at it, it would be so long to Christmas. I'm telling you, we would not hardly never get here.
Man, I could look at that stuff forever. All them toys.
I didn't have no J.C. Penney. I didn't know J.C. Penney had no
Yeah,
book.
it wasn't a real thick catalog. It was a thinner
Yeah, I don't remember
catalog.
J.C. Penney. I mean, I don't remember ever seeing one.
I don't neither.
Well, I might have dreamed that up too. They ain't no tellings. You could buy a house out of the Sears catalog. Hey, Lily, thank you for getting in here.
Yeah, that Sears, They wouldn't have never dreamed that nobody would bring them down.
I got some Sears catalogs out there in that trunk. Right now. I don't know when they quit doing that. I can't remember.
Tweety Bird, the one from last night didn't make it. Hey, Nancy, there's a bunch of y'all in there. I worked for J.C. Penney's. We had a catalog about 2 inches thick. Okay, Connie.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Mom ever got one because I don't. All I remember is Sears.
Yeah.
No, I didn't ever get nothing but Sears.
Oh.
Ordered chickens in the Sears catalog.
That's what she said.
Ah,
Hey, Melissa.
Y'all ever heard of the J.C. Whitney book?
no.
I've
What,
heard of it. I've never seen one.
what is that?
It's they got like a bunch of odd stuff that you can't get from nowhere else.
No, I ain't never heard of that.
Like I mean like farm equipment and I mean I don't think it was clothes and stuff like that.
I hear you.
But yeah, I know people used to order stuff out of J.C. Whitney.
Okay, Tweety Bird, thank you for getting in here. Have a good evening.
You would have thought, you know, I'm sure in Mama's day, you would have thought Sears probably would have been around forever.
Oh, I got the Finger Hut catalog too. I ordered some stuff from Finger Hut
And we had a Sears store here one time.
when I was in my
And
early 20s.
and me and Tammy's bought TVs and all kind of stuff, you know.
They was in two places here. They moved out there on the Hillcrest Parkway, but they was down across from the old Piggly Wiggly at one time.
Yes, ma'am.
You probably don't remember that, Danny.
Well, it seemed like I remember Sears being in two places.
You know where that Huddle House is on the same side. It was just a little bit up from there. It was there at one time.
Hey, there's three
Yeah.
huddle houses.
Thank you, Tweety.
I'm talking about on that 441 road out there.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I don't know what it is now, but it used to be a parts store. You know, it turned into a parts store.
I didn't know what it turned into, but I know it was a
But
Sears.
I mean, I know where you're talking about. I know right where you're talking about. You know what you're talking about, Tammy?
Yeah. Kmart opened in 1962 in Garden City, Michigan. That's where I was born. Ah,
What did?
Kmart.
Oh, Kmart.
Yeah, I remember the Spiegel catalog, Debbie. I didn't never order anything from them though, but I remember
I
it.
remember it too. What's that other book Tammy used to buy some stuff in? You could buy on credit.
I ordered from oh man, what did she just say? I don't see it now.
It had a bunch of women stuff in there.
Yeah. Uh Finger Hut
Yeah,
was
that's
one.
it. That's
Finger
it.
Hut, that's what it was. I see it now. Yeah, I used to order from Finger Hut a good bit. And I actually had one of them Fredericks of Hollywood books, but I didn't never see nothing that kind of suited me in there. I think they mailed it to me because I ordered so much from other stuff, other places.
I ain't never ordered nothing but from Sears.
Montgomery Ward too. Yeah, I didn't never order nothing from there.
Yeah, that Finger Hut used to be real big. I don't ever hear nothing about them no more.
That's right, Elva. I had a Fredericks of Hollywood magazine, but I didn't get me no outfit out of there.
At Timu, y'all, they probably gonna mess themselves up.
Yeah. Oh, and I do have to defend them a little bit. I went back and looked at I blowed up the thing and looked, got it where I could read it, and that picnic table, it did have the word cover on it. Because I went back and looked. I said, I know good and well I had to mess that up. So when I blowed it up, it said picnic table cover. So I just didn't read the whole thing. So I was the one that was disappointing my own self. But I got it. When we go camping, we can put it over our picnic table.
That metal for the roof's supposed to be in tomorrow.
Yep.
How long will it take you to fix that, Danny?
Hey, Stephen will do it. Stephen will do it in 2 or 3 hours, Mom.
Oh,
Yeah, Danny can't get up there.
No, I don't climb no more.
well,
I put that ladder and everything up there, and I went up there and
That
Tammy
is
said, "No,
so
I wouldn't.
important.
I don't want you to do that."
well, me and you both went up there when you put all them pipes up there for the water.
Oh, yeah.
What pipe she talking about?
The water thing on the roof.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
remember?
My solar water heater.
Yeah, you remember I went up there too.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you, Elva. I appreciate you still remembering Dina. I talked to her today. She's some better. But yeah, I appreciate y'all praying for everybody.
Ain't sure a lot of people passing away. I'm telling you.
They are, Grandma. More than I can handle.
Well, that's gonna happen to all of us one day,
That's right.
and we don't know when that day is. We just have to live every day to the fullest.
That's right. How to try to live every day like it's your last day.
and be happy and
Oh,
don't be critical so much.
Stephen will go do a double wide trailer before dinner time. And I mean, that's putting the wood down and, complete metal roof. And there's some people that would get mad about him doing it so fast.
oh, AG.
He had quite a few that, like, they was wrong.
They didn't think he was doing a good job because he was
No,
doing it fast.
they thought he charged too much.
Oh,
But that's what that stuff pays. It pays a lot.
Yeah, living life. I remember that Oriental Trade catalog.
well, I ain't never heard of that.
They used to order a bunch of stuff from Vacation Bible School for Vacation Bible School from that catalog.
There's a way you can lay it fast. And I went down there and he had 4 or 5 people working. He was fitting to quit on his job. But he was wanting to do it, but it was a long ways to the end. I said, I can show you how to do that in 30 minutes. Because he didn't know like what I knew about how to lay that metal fast. And he done it. And he's been doing it like that ever since.
Yep.
Well, Steven seems like he's got lot more time than he used to have because, to me, he looks like he's caught up on his stuff. Is he?
Yeah, I don't know. Has he got anything else to do over there, Tammy?
Yeah, he's still got stuff he's got to do, but he's gonna get to it when he gets around to it. He's not 100% completely finished yet. No, I'm not Capricorn. I fall under Aquarius. Mine's the 22nd, but I don't want. Just my personal opinion, I wouldn't give you 2 cents for a horoscope, but Danny likes them.
Horoscope.
Yes, ma'am.
What's that?
It's supposed to be something like a fortune that you don't remember when they used to put the horoscopes in the newspaper like they did Dear Abby?
Like I'm a Leo, Mom. Daddy was uh, let's see, I remember, but I don't remember the word. A daddy was a Libra.
Um,
Yo, Daddy.
Yeah,
Melissa's a Taurus.
What is a Libra?
it's just one of them zodiac signs.
Oh,
Tammy's an Aquarius. And certain signs are people that's, is most likely to take off and move to another state. And there's certain signs that people are real homebodies.
All right, Elva.
And I just knew enough people that it seemed like to me like a lot of that was a mighty big coincidence. But
Well, at least that part is right, Elva. But I
there
just don't do
there's
horoscopes.
there's people that just pick up and move to another state in a heartbeat.
well, what am I?
A Pisces, they say.
I know what I know. I know what I am, but what kind of person is that?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh,
I,
Melissa,
Daddy,
what kind of person is a Pisces, Melissa?
I'm not a Pisces. What am I? I forgot.
I don't know. It's March the 20th, y'all. Whatever that falls under.
but all them signs has got certain characteristics. like what Stephen is, it says he's like secretly jealous.
Well, that ain't right, is it?
No, he is secretly jealous.
He is.
Yeah.
Well, I sure didn't know it. Well, what is mine?
They're saying Pisces, Grandma. That's a
Well, what?
fish.
What does that
It's
mean?
a fish.
A fish? A Pisces is a fish?
That's what they saying. Pisces is January the 20th through March the 20th.
And it's a fish? I ain't
And
never heard of that.
and like Judy says, she's a Taurus, and them Tauruses, they, Taurus the bull. I mean, they are pretty much hell now. I mean, about everyone I've ever seen. They don't they don't take very
Yeah,
much.
Missy, I knew that wasn't January the 20th, but
They don't. A Taurus don't take very much off of nobody. But they are good about accumulating money. A Taurus is. Like if you want to get with somebody that's good with money, a Taurus is what you would want to be with.
Gosh. Well, what does a fish do?
Elva's got it down there.
I can't remember, Mama. Go ahead and read it.
Well, I
Tammy.
can't pronounce all them words. Pisces are empathetic, mystical, pleasure seeking, romantic, imaginative, and impressionable. Everyone loves having a Pisces because it's like having your own personal therapist. I can't say all them words, but I did the best I could with them.
Yeah, every little sign has its own. You know, they fall into categories. And like a Cancer, Christina's a Cancer, see?
Oh, I didn't know that.
And
Oh,
a Cancer is like homebody people.
Well, I think that's about right. A little bit.
Edwin Edwin Higgs is a Cancer, and he goes to town less
thank
than
you,
me.
Mama Tracy.
He went so long without going to town, his battery went dead.
And
Yeah, I just
what are you, Danny?
I'm a Leo.
And what's that?
Like
align.
like yes, a lion. Like the more you make me mad, the louder I get.
Well, that's pretty much on, ain't it?
And like I like my surroundings wherever I am. I like them. I like them to be a certain amount of something. Uh, but I don't even remember. But basically, a Leo is kind of like more mouth, raising hell type than doing. But I don't raise hell though. I don't have a temper, y'all. I had a temper when I was
That's
young.
right, Deborah.
When I was younger, I had a little bit of a temper, but I don't have no temper no more. You won't hardly ever see me mad.
Oh, thank you, Michelle. I didn't realize that, but
And Tammy will get mad, but you won't hardly ever see me get mad. If I get mad, it's for a good reason.
well, mine's for a good reason too.
If you like get mad a good bit.
Well, I have mood swings, and the Lord's helping me with them.
Tammy got mad about the lawnmower and the grass was cut that day. She got mad for nothing.
I have two Virgos, and my father was a Virgo.
I saw Stephen cutting grass over there on side of y'all's house. I said, "Well, Lord, Stephen's over there cutting grass." And
Yes, ma'am.
then I saw he got that grass and fed it to his animals over
He
there,
did. He sure did.
and there was a bunch of it too.
And some of them signs, Mama, like a man and a woman, some of them like don't is not a match. And like some of them is some of the signs like like I'm talking about two different matches here. Some of the signs like one is not very interested in the other, and then some of the signs like they'll have a knockdown drag out fight, but they love one another a lot, but they'll have a knockdown drag out fight
Hmm.
I hear you,
when they get
Deborah.
mad, you know.
Well, me and my sister are let's see, she was born the 13th and I was born the 20th, 2 years apart. But so we still she's Pisces like me.
I don't know whoever that was that was putting that on there a while ago. Is Aunt Gail the same thing? That's
I mean, it's hers was the 13th and mine was the 20th, 2 years apart. But we wasn't nothing alike.
yeah. Well, see, that
Yeah,
some people don't believe in that stuff at all, and that's a good example there because I mean, y'all wasn't nothing alike.
Nothing. As opposite as anybody could be. She was real outspoken, uh, real verbal. I mean, she was the opposite from me.
that's right, Connie.
Yeah, grandma,
I
y'all,
don't. I
she
don't.
grandma like kind of just sit back
Thank you, Helena.
and I mean, she ain't no blabbermouth, and she don't be trying to tell you this or tell you about. She'll sit back and listen, and she'll take take your word for believing what you saying and stuff, and I mean, they was Mama's sister had a bunch of little crazy habits,
She did.
and I mean, she one time she got on this little kick about eating ice.
She sure
And
did.
and she would, I mean, when I mean, all the time. I mean, when they come here, she would still be eating ice.
She bought a little grinder and she would grind it up
Oh,
and put it in her glass and eat ice. And she done little things that like that stuff that I don't do.
And I've never seen nobody like that, Mom. Like cook ice. I mean, eat ice like that. mean, we've all ate ice at one time or another, but then we done, you know. But I mean, that was all day long for her.
And she kindly was a heavy set person, and she didn't want to be big. And she wasn't real big, but she was bigger than she wanted to be. She dieted all her life, and she would cook supper for her family, and they would eat. Then she would go in there and cook her baked fish or baked chicken or whatever. She would eat after them. And like, you know, we was nothing alike. So I don't know if our birthday would would split there anywhere that would change what she is and what I am or
Yeah.
not, but I just know me and her wasn't uh
Uh,
you couldn't even tell me and her were sisters hardly.
one time, Aunt Gail, they used to come down here, you know, her husband, her son, and daughter. They used to come down here every now and then, and they was gonna cook fish, but Aunt Gail had to have red snapper.
Yeah. I about forgot that, Danny.
I don't forget all that much, Grandma. And I mean, everybody else ate whatever fish we was eating, but she had to have red snapper.
And she wasn't uh I wouldn't have never said nothing. I would have just eat what they had. But she wanted what she wanted, and nothing else would do.
Yeah.
And I told y'all this before. She drove them Buicks, and I mean they got some money on their hip, you know, and her husband bought her a Lexus, and she wouldn't drive it. And a Lexus is a high priced car. She kept driving that Buick. And this right here, I won't never understand. She took up lunch money at school. She had a job. And she took up lunch money at school. And like, you know, like I had a bunch of money. I mean, they wound up buying another house in Cape Cod. And let me tell you something. If you like can afford two houses, you're doing all right. If you can afford to buy two houses,
If you can afford to buy a house in Cape Cod, you doing
yeah,
uh without the other house. But they didn't. They had two.
yeah, because I mean, you know, he wasn't painting the house himself, and he wasn't doing all the stuff like what me and Steven do, fixing everything ourselves. And it's like upkeep on houses is something else now.
That's right, living life. Uh,
My
hello.
earphone has come out of my ear and I can't get it back to
Uh,
right.
oh. Hello, I want you to know I appreciate your comment. I saw it, and I it means a lot to me that you said what you said, and I think you understand why. So thank you. We love you too, Joy.
High maintenance. But Grandma, you and your sister, y'all good examples of different.
We've never been I mean, we've always been different. I mean, she had a temper now. When she was a little girl, she'd get mad. She'd fall down in the floor. Never have I done that. And her face, her top of her head would turn red. Uh, she did have a temper.
She would tell people off, yo. Mama wasn't like that.
If you ask her something, you got an opinion that she didn't mind saying.
Yeah, let me tell y'all about it. Y'all know Mama's brother William. I know y'all do. Well, I mean, William's got a sister. You don't never hardly hear us talking about her too much, but there was some other family out there, and they had a little freckled faced youngin', and that William's sister asked Aunt Gail, said, "Ain't that youngin' the prettiest little youngin' you ever seen?" And Aunt Gail said, "No, that's the ugliest youngin' I ever seen."
No, she didn't say the ugliest youngin'. She just said it wasn't the prettiest youngin' she ever seen.
Okay, well,
I think.
hey, and then she told the boy, that little youngin's mama, that Aunt Gail said,
Yeah, and they got mad with me, and I didn't say nothing.
"Yeah, but you thought it was ugly youngin' too, Mom."
I didn't think it was ugly. Danny, I don't think youngins is ugly.
I'm just joking, y'all, but yeah, you know what Grandma's saying,
I hear you, Q
is
Berry.
don't ask her.
If you don't want to know what she thinks.
Mama Tracy loves your laugh, Danny.
Yeah, thank you, Mom Tracy. I don't even know how I laugh.
It is kind of cute.
Yeah, my sister was. I wouldn't say that. If she asked me that, I wouldn't. I don't know what I would have said. She said, "Ain't them the prettiest youngins you ever seen?"
No, she's talking about one particular one. A little freckle face youngin'.
Well, anyway,
But
uh,
Aunt Gail probably didn't go fishing, did she?
no,
And Grandma loved to fish, y'all.
She missed out on a lot if she didn't like fishing.
she didn't like to do hardly nothing.
And I'll tell you something, Grandma can catch 'em too. She she can beat me every time.
Grandma likes to fish.
Yeah, and she's always fished. I mean, ever since I've known her.
I hear you, Q Berry,
If
about
I
your
if
new
I could
sign.
if I could get there, your daddy would never let me go.
She'd be standing out on the end of the dock, and she wouldn't reel her spinner in. She'd run down the dock and up the bank and pull the fish out up the bank.
I sure did.
Oh,
It wasn't getting it out fast enough for me. Yeah, we lived on a lake, and I fished at that lake. I forgot about that. Well, it's about time for me to get off of here and uh get me something to drink and It's almost 9 o'clock.
Yeah, y'all done about made me hungry talking about all that food a while ago. Yep.
Hey, y'all, she wasn't a bad person. Aunt Gail wasn't a bad person.
No, she wasn't. She'd come down here and would take me out to Red Lobster and eat, and uh 'cause I didn't have the money she had, and but we were different, even though our birthdays was both in March. So
Hey, Michelle.
I guess that don't automatically make that right every time.
I'm glad you popped in here, Michelle. Well, Grandma, I appreciate you getting in here with us.
Yeah, it's been a long, long day for me, and I'm kind of getting ready to get up and move around. I'm sitting on this couch about longer than I sit in one spot.
Yeah. Well, we've been on here a while. It's about time.
But anyway, thank y'all for letting me come in and talk about old times and uh, being together. That means a lot for Danny to come over here and talk about old times and remembering things that he remembers, and uh, just things like you don't talk about all the time. I like to reminisce about old times, I guess.
Well, there ain't nothing wrong with that, Grandma. People like hearing your stories.
Well, and y'all thank the Lord for His blessings, because we have blessings every day uh, that we need to thank Him for, and don't never forget to do that. And
That's right.
I love y'all, and thank y'all for watching my videos and watching Tammy and Stephen and Danny's. And Danny needs to get on him more often and laugh and cut
He
up
does, don't he?
and let us look at him a little bit. He won't let nobody look at him.
He's slacking.
He's what?
He's slacking.
I usually don't get on video unless I kind of have something on my mind.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes you can get on here and then get something on your mind. People will remind.
Oh, yeah, yeah, because I used to do that, get on there and not really have nothing on my mind. But like it's sometimes kind of hard getting started, but that's what I tell Tammy, that
Yeah, but the chat'll go. See, they say it's fun to have you on here, Danny.
It is. I mean, he adds to it. I mean, he adds to. He don't realize it, but I mean, he's a good talker and a good solid mind, and he sees both sides. He don't put nobody down for being the way they are. He kind of understands. He's a good person, and I'm proud of him.
yeah, thank you, Grandma.
And
Yeah,
I,
me too.
and I love y'all. And I'm gonna get off now. I'll see y'all in the next video.
All right, bye bye, Grandma.
All
Bye.
right, bye bye.
Mama Tracy says she fitting to go to the dollar store.
Thanks for
Oh
coming.
gracious! I don't go sitting
Get
around
down, Leg.
at night.
Yeah,
Thanks for taking the time to come in here with us, Mom.
Oh well, you welcome. You
yeah,
welcome.
yeah. We enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did too. And I'll see y'all later. Bye
All
bye.
right, goodbye,
All
Miss
right, bye
Helen.
bye.
Okay, y'all. We have been on here a while, but I appreciate all of you who jumped in here. Uh, Tom, thank you for Grandma's Purple Hearts. Um, all of you who came in and chatted, and all the ones who just spent this time with us, we appreciate it, and we appreciate all the ones who help us pray these prayer requests. Um, so let's pray. Dear Lord, it's with grateful hearts we come to you. We thank you for all that you have done for us, all that you are doing for us, and all that you're going to do in the future for us. And dear Lord, we ask you right now to help the ones in the paths of these storms, Lord. We don't know how many more we're going to have or how bad they are, but some of those storms out there are pretty forceful, Lord. And we just ask you to protect our YouTube family out there across the world, Lord, in the paths of all the storms. And dear Lord, we ask you to be with the ones who are in pain, the ones who have lost loved ones, the ones who are discouraged, Lord, the ones who are waiting on test results and procedures to come up, the ones who are in the chronic pain that just don't seem to let up. Dear Lord, we just pray that you'll have your will in your situation in every one of these cases. We pray for the ones who are down and out and discouraged, Lord, and just might not feel like keeping on. We pray that something that they see or hear make them want to continue life, Lord, and to find out more about you and to live for you. Dear Lord, I ask you to especially be with Nikki and them today on Colton's anniversary of his death. Be with them, strengthen her, Lord. Her pain is still real and her void is still there, Lord, and always will be. But I pray that you will continue to guide her and Jamie and Dustin and them in their paths through life, Lord. And thank you for little Colton's memory, Lord. And bless Dina. I know it hurts her heart. And dear Lord, we ask you to continue to bless and lead our president, our House, our Senate, our Congress, our world leaders, our Supreme Court. We ask you to wrap your arms around Israel, Lord, and continue to protect them and help them. I know there's decisions that's got to be made, Lord, and we just ask you for the right decisions to be made, for your input to be involved in it, Lord. And we ask you to protect the innocent people in Iran also, Lord, that don't really have anything to do with this mess. Because sometimes we can't help what our leaders do. But dear Lord, we know that you're in control and that you're going to be here with us to the end. And we know that Israel will prevail in the end, Lord. There's so much tragedy going on right now. Dear Lord, again, we thank you for everything. Keep us all safe until we get back together in another video. Y'all watch out for Stephen. I'm sure he'll be on tomorrow. I don't know when Danny will be back on. Excuse me. But I know that me and Grandma will be on Thursday evening, maybe. Excuse me. All these things we asked in your Son's name. Amen, Lord. I'm sorry. I forgot to end my prayer before I started talking about that. I don't know. I know our video Thursday, I have to be earlier because we have something to do that day. But anyway, I'll try to let y'all know as soon as I can. And Grandma will be on for sure 10 o'clock sharp Friday morning. So we appreciate y'all being with us anytime you can. Thank y'all so much. And y'all have a good night. Bye-bye, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you, Danny, for helping.
Yes, ma'am.